Hello everybody and welcome to a favorites video. I've just been noticing that lately there are a lot of things that I've been using in my day-to-day life where I'm like, man, I love this. I'm so glad that I have this thing. This item is improving my life in so many ways and I want to share them with you. All right, some of them are really dumb, really small, really little, and some of them are a little bit bigger and awesome and amazing. And of course, I want to preface this by saying that you don't need anything. You don't need to buy things. You don't need to spend your money on anything. I just want to share things with you that I have been loving, things that I even have already had for a very, very long time. And I'm just like, man, I love this. If any of the items are something that you've been thinking about and are just wondering if it's worth it, if it's something you want to spend your hard-earned money on, then these are some things that I'm here to say, I love these things. So if you think that we kind of get along and like the same things, then maybe you'll like these things as well. We're gonna keep it light, we're gonna keep it fun and happy, right? Nothing too serious. Number one thing I wanna say is I got a haircut. Or rather, I cut my own hair because I am still too scared to go to the salon. It was very impulsive, spur of the moment. I was like, this hair's long and I hate it. And I wanna go for like kind of like a 90s, full, fluffy, no layers type medium haircut. It's a little bit crooked, but I am so happy with it that I don't even care. So much of the blonde has been cut off underneath, so that feels really, really nice. And like, this is just, I washed it this morning and put it in a clip and went to work. It was still damp when I got home from work, and now it just looks like this. And I love it. All right, let's get into the very first things. So the first few things that I want to chat about are, I guess, beauty products type things. Number one, this Athena Club Lavender Latte Body Wash. When I picked it up at first, I was thinking lavender latte. I was looking for like a coffee smell to it, and I don't think there really is any actual coffee fragrance or anything like that in this, but it still somehow gives me the vibe of like cafe, lavender. It's yummy. I don't know how to explain it. And it's not really the kind of scent that I usually would be really drawn to. It makes me feel like I'm at a spa, and it's really soft and it lathers nicely and it makes my skin feel good. Maybe if there was more of like a lactonic scent in there, that'd be really nice. However, I really dig this the way it is, and I will happily get through this whole thing and possibly even buy another one because it just smells really nice and it makes me feel like I'm at a spa every time I shower. Because like, you know when you go to a spa or something, anywhere that's not your personal shower, and it just kind of smells more luxurious and like upscale in a way, even if it's not actually expensive, and this gives me that kind of feelings. It makes my showers feel really nice, and I dig that. Next up is something that I have talked about on this channel before, probably many times, but I really just am this obsessed with it, and it is the Milkshake Incredible Milk Hair Serum stuff. Leave-in conditioner, heat protectant, whatever the heck. This stuff is amazing. I don't know why it's so good. A little bit in this, in the hair, I can actually brush through my hair when it's wet now. So fast, I don't have to worry about yanking the tangles out because this is just so good. You know how sometimes leave-in products can they feel kind of greasy in your hair once they dry? This just like dries into nothing. I don't understand how it does it. I don't know what this magical concoction is, but it is amazing. It is pricey, absolutely. This stuff is like $28 for this little tiny bottle. It lasts quite a while, I guess. So I could probably get away with like 2, maybe 2.5 of these per year. And that's all right. I'm okay with spending that on my hair, especially because I don't go to salons or anything, obviously. And so I'm saving money there. So I'll spend a little bit more on something that's going to heat protect and make brushing easier because, oh God, I hate brushing my hair. When it's tangly, like that is a nightmare. But this stuff helps. So easy to brush through once it's wet, and then even later on, like as time goes on, you're like brushing your hair before your next shower, it's still so easy to brush all the tangles out. Like I said, I don't know, 12 incredible effects, they're right. This stuff is amazing. And the last item in our sort of beauty type stuff is, I guess, a combination of 2 products. Number one would be the Ordinary Glycolic Acid. This stuff is so cheap, first of all. It's like $6 almost, maybe $6 or $10, I don't know, for like a pretty, how much is this? 240 mils. You can put this stuff all over your entire body. You can put it on your scalp before you shower. You can do whatever you want. The purpose that I'm using this for is that if you've been watching my videos for a while, you probably noticed that I have like sometimes the skin on my forehead gets like kind of dark patches, like melasma in a way. Is it called melasma? Is that what it is? But like the skin just gets kind of dark and patchy looking. I read on the internet that this can help. And so here we are a couple weeks later of trying it, and I feel like there is a difference. I don't know. You tell me. If you've noticed before, does it look any different? I feel like in certain lightings it looks a lot more prominent, but I feel like when I look in the mirror, it definitely looks like it's a lot more chill. And then all I do is after I get out of the shower, I just dump this stuff on my like whole face basically, and then that's about it. And then afterwards, of course, following it up with just like an SPF, a sunscreen of sorts, because these kinds of products can make your skin more sensitive to the sun and more prone to getting burned and sun damage and whatnot. So this stuff was awesome. I was kind of scared to use it at first because a lot of people talk about how it like burns and stings, but I haven't experienced any of that. You can use it on your armpits if you are a sweaty gal, which I am. I got sweaty armpits, especially my right armpit. Mostly just my right armpit though. The left armpit, she doesn't do anything. I had to shave my armpits and I was like, oh, this is gonna really hurt. And it was like the most mild of a tingle. It wasn't even that bad. And then I to try it out, I didn't put on any deodorant. And there was no smell. I had no stinky pits later on. It was pretty awesome. So I've been really loving this, the Ordinary Glycolic Acid Toner. And something else I've been pairing with that is, this is so dumb, but this was absolutely like an impulse purchase off of TikTok Shop, basically. Alpha Arbutin, I believe, type serum for your face, which a lot of people can find helps with like dark patches in the skin and whatnot. I don't know if this is actually doing much, but it feels really nice on my skin. Just do a little doot doot. Just like kind of pat it in after the glycolic acid toner has dried in. So I'm not really sure if this is actually doing much on its own. I feel like maybe mixed with the glycolic acid toner, it's doing something. And even if it isn't, it was like $7 I think for this, and I've had it for a while and it's like maybe half gone. Basically, I get out of the shower and this is all I put on, and then sunscreen. I haven't even been putting on a moisturizer. Maybe that's bad. I don't know. But it's summertime, and summer my face never ever wants moisturizer on it. Plus the sunscreen has like moisturizer in it. Anyway, so that's it for like the beauty type products, whatever. Let's get into more fun things, okay? This next item is kind of a silly thing. If you know, you know. I love making a little espresso drink at home, grinding my beans, pulling a shot. I have a really fun time doing that. I find it relaxing. It's a nice little routine that I just love to partake in the mornings. Even before I go to work, I spend those few seconds to just have a delicious drink for my long drive to work. And one thing that I've been loving is, hold on, they tell you, I always forget how to pronounce it. Califia, I knew it, okay. The Califia Farms oat milk, specifically the vanilla one, the barista one. This is the best oat milk. This is the best oat milk. It's so good I've been buying it in the packs of 6 from Amazon for like $25. Steams up super, super well if you want to make like a hot drink, but it's also just great over ice with your espresso shot, just as is. I don't have to add anything else in there. It of course has sugar in it already, but it's not that crazy. It's like only 140 calories per 8 ounces, and I'm absolutely fine with that. This stuff is so tasty. Just for me, right now, I go through phases where I like certain styles of drinks, and right now what I'm loving is just ice, this espresso shot, and that's it. This is our silly thing. I've just been obsessed with this oat milk. If, you know, normal people are obsessed with oat milk, right? This is a totally normal thing to love. Love this oat milk. All right, the next thing I'm gonna show you is kind of yucky. I only thought about it right now, how much I wanted to tell you how much I love this, so I'll be right back. All right, so you guys, I'm a wide foot gal. I've got wide feet, and I've always had a really, really hard time finding shoes that are comfortable and fit well and don't cause like ankle pain, knee pain, hip pain for long-term walking, until I discovered Ultras. And yes, these are quite dirty. I gave them a quick little wipe down as best I could, but I use these all the time. They are generally a pretty expensive shoe, so I bought these when they were having a pretty large sale, and they have been nothing but amazing. I can walk forever in these shoes. I don't get the numb toes that I get in a lot of running shoes when I do prolonged walking. My hips don't hurt, my knees don't hurt. These are just amazing shoes, and they're actually wide. They're actually wide shoes. You guys, look at that. Look at that toe box. I can move my feet around in there. It's so comfortable, so good. So I will wait until there's another sale until I get a new pair. Because one of these shoes right now, can you hear this? Do you hear that? The only sad thing is that something about these is squeaking. Every time I take a step in my right shoe, specifically the left one, it's completely fine. There's no rock or anything there. It just, the foam is just like rubbing on something and squeaking, and it's quite annoying. It's quite annoying. But other than that, pretty amazing. Everybody can hear me coming. No one's gonna get shocked when I walk up behind them on my Ultras. Beep, beep, I'm on a mission. Here I come in my shoes. Squeak, 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 squeak. Anyway, best shoe of all time. Best shoe I've ever bought. All right, since we were talking about shoes, that's kind of like a health thing. Here are some other health-related things that I have been absolutely loving lately. Number 1, Theraane. Theraane. I bought this thing years ago, and I never really used it that much until recently. And this bad boy can get into all those knots you've got, all those sore muscles, any little spot. And there really is just so many ways you can use it. It's got like all these different little shapes of knobby boys and like little extendy doos and you know, knobbies and whatnot, and you can just jam them anywhere you want on your body, and it's going to help relieve that muscle tension, and it feels so nice. And there are tons of YouTube videos where you can find out how to use all these little bits and bobs, which I still don't even know how to use the majority of them. Mostly I just use this one on my back. That's about it. Or like on my shoulders. It's just so good. It's so good. Theraane, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend a Theraane. These things are great. And then along with that, I've super been loving, this is something I've had for like 2 or 3 years, I think, but a really long foam roller. One that you can lay on, like your butt here, your head here, so you can really like stretch out that chest, you know? Feels amazing. Even to just lay on it, like that and just watch TV, that feels good. Lay on it, do some like arm exercises, that feels good. I have multiple other foam rollers as well, but I feel like this one has been my go-to lately. Just basic, classic, long boy. No knobbies, no nibbies. It's amazing. The last thing in terms of our health products, Shaki Mat. Shaki Mat, everyone. Look at those. It's one of those like acupressure mats with the little spiky knobs on it, and it's pretty amazing. I feel like Instagram ads for this were just absolutely shoved down my throat prior to Christmas, and I was like, you know what? Okay, fine. I will just put it on my wish list, and if anybody decides they want to get me a Shaki Mat, it'll happen and it'll be awesome. Voila, Christmas happened. Grant decided I needed a Shaki Mat. And at first I was kind of like skeptical, you know? I was like, what are you gonna expect? How am I gonna lay on this thing? What are you gonna do? And they recommend you start out slow, wear like a t-shirt first when you lay on it, and then gradually work up to just bare skin if you can. After you lay on this thing for like 20 minutes, you straight up feel like you just came out of the most relaxing spa experience of your life. I don't know, for me anyway. I find it really does help relieve tension and whatnot. You can actually feel the like heat in your back warming up from all the little stabby bits poking you in there. It really does something. It's doing something. I don't know what, but I feel so relaxed and zen after, if you will. Lately, I've even just been popping it on my bed, like on my mattress before, when I have my little phone time in bed before sleep, and I'll just lay on this, and it feels amazing. I don't know what the magic is, but it really has been helping me a lot lately. So if you've been thinking about trying out a Shaki Mat, I can highly suggest it. It's really nice. It's a little sharp. The other day when I was having a lot of pain, I tried to lay on it with no shirt on, and it was like too much. I could feel my nervous system just like screaming, and my whole body felt itchy, and it was like, this is not a thing we should be doing right now. Don't do this. So I put a thin sheet between my body and the mat, and it was better. But sometimes I can tolerate it, sometimes I can't. I feel like your body will let you know what you can handle and what you can't. This thing's great. The last couple things that I want to talk about are just very random, silly things. Number one being the mobile game Wordcapes. I'm not really a mobile phone game kind of person. Like every once in a while I'll play something like a hidden object search game, especially when I have to take a flight somewhere or any sort of long traveling thing, then I'll play like that kind of thing on my phone. But Wordcapes, y'all. I'm so into it. Really nice in conjunction with laying on the Shaki Mat, relaxing, doing some word puzzles. That feels really good to my brain. My brain loves that. Sometimes I just sit outside with the dogs, play Wordcapes, having a good time. The next thing has been coming in clutch lately. I have 3 dogs, and lately one dog was very ill. Let's just say some rugs maybe needed a real bad deep cleaning. And thankfully, I have a new rug cleaner that I purchased a little while ago after our other one died. It's a little Shark handheld carpet cleaner, pet cleaner thing, and it's been, I can't even tell you how amazing this thing has been for us in the past couple weeks. It's so good that now the spots that I have cleaned are just a clean spot on the rug, and you can really tell that the rest of the rug desperately needs to be cleaned. But if you ever have like carpet messes, spills, whatnot, anything to clean up, and you're not sure what kind of carpet cleaner to get, little rug cleaner, you could use it for like couches and stuff too. It works really well for that. I can highly recommend this bad boy, and I will, of course, there will be a link down below if you're interested in checking it out. It's not a cheap one, it's a little pricey, but I, of course, in general Terra fashion, purchased it when it was on sale. So keep an eye out if that's what you're interested in. It's really amazing. I've had 0 issues with it so far. It's so easy to use, it's so easy to clean, it's powerful. It does a really great job, and I'm loving it. And you know what? Same with that, I am obsessed. I am still obsessed with my vacuum cleaner, my Sebo E3 Premium, my pastel pink vacuum cleaner. Yes, I have to buy bags every once in a while, especially because we have, you know, 3 dogs, and that fur really builds up in those bags real fast. But I still just love vacuuming. I love it so much. I have such a fun time getting it out, vacuuming, actually cleaning things with it. Going from a crappy vacuum cleaner to that has just been amazing. My house feels so much cleaner now all the time. Even when it's cluttery and messy, it doesn't feel as messy because I know that it's not as dirty. If that makes any sense. And since we're talking about weird house stuff, a sink stopper, a sink strainer stopper, because I saw an ad for it, again, sorry, on Instagram. I did use it as my $100 cookie fund though, okay? For the whole time we have lived in this house, we have not had a sink stopper in the kitchen. Just been doing dishes real carefully, getting them wet, giving them a scrub, giving them a rinse. Now, if I want to soak things in the sink, I actually can, because a little strainer sits in the drain, and you just go boop, boop, and you just pop down. Now it's a sink stopper. You ready to undrain? Doot, doot, comes right back up. It's amazing. It was like the best little $4 purchase I've ever made in my entire life. And I don't know why I just hadn't purchased a sink stopper before then, but it's great. I think probably because we do like to use a strainer to catch all the bits and whatnot so they don't go down the pipe. And I didn't know that there was like a 2-in-1 solution until I saw it on Instagram and I went, oh shit, I gotta go buy that. So then I did. The last 2 things that I love lately are some media items, some media things. Number 1 being the show Lost. I never watched Lost when it came out. I don't know about you. Did you watch Lost when it came out? I didn't really know what it was about. I knew that people thought it was really silly, the ending was really dumb, like blah, blah, blah. But apparently people all interpreted the ending wrong. That's all I know. I don't really know anything else yet. I'm only almost done with the 4th season, and it's wild. It's crazy. It's the kind of shit that I love because it's just so silly. It's just so strange. I guess you can almost picture it to be like an anime, except they made it with real people and it's not cringy. Well, maybe it is a little cringy to some people, but man, this show, it's got me laughing, it's got me yelling at the characters, it's got me crying, people are dying all the time, it's great. I love it so much. If you never watched Lost when it came out and you were kind of like, what's the deal with this show? Give it a watch, it's so much fun. I'm having a great time with this. Next up are some books, all right? Some books. Don't shoot me, okay? But I love a little romantasy. I love a little romance fantasy type book. It can be a little bit of adventure in there. In this series, I think it's called the Saint of Steel series. In the first, well, there's other books in the whole series in general, but like this little, you can kind of read them as standalones. You don't really need to read other things beforehand. It starts with Paladin's Grace, and then there's Paladin's Strength, and then is it Paladin's Faith, the next one? I don't remember, but I'm almost done Paladin's Strength right now, and it's really fun. It's just like cute, fluffy romance. Each book follows a different paladin and their love interest that they end up being in love with. And it's just really cute. There's a couple little like saucy, spicy moments, but it's nothing crazy. Like I was listening to it at work and it didn't really feel that awkward because it didn't go on for that long. A fantasy book, I love it. Who doesn't want to be whisked away by a big strong paladin while you're also like a cool person who does their own stuff? And another great thing about this series is that all the characters they're like older. They're not like, I'm 19-year-olds and I'm the skinniest, smallest fairy that's ever existed in the land. Like, it's not that kind of book, you know what I mean? It's like older characters. They're in their 30s and 40s. And I don't know, there's like a sense of maturity about it. It feels very like inclusive, I guess, in a way. It's a great little series if you like a fluffy romance type book with a tiny smidge of adventure in it. I guess that's a good way to describe it. But I'm really enjoying these books. They're all right now are included in like an Audible membership. So I've been listening to those bad boys and having a really great time doing it. It's so much fun. And you know what? That's the majority of things I've been loving lately. Loving a lot, loving the most. But most of all, of course, how can we get through a video of things that I'm loving without talking about our fenced-in backyard? You know. If you don't know, I recently finally got our fence in our backyard, and it has been amazing. It has been life-changing. It has been glorious and everything that I dreamed and worth every single penny. And once again, thank you all for watching my videos, because not that the videos paid for the fence, not even anywhere close to it, but you definitely helped with all the little ad revenue and whatnot. So thank you so much to everybody who watches videos like this or not like this, whatever the videos that I happen to be putting out. Because let's face it, they're random. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's going to do it for us this week, folks. everything that I've just really been loving lately. If there's anything that you've been loving, please let me know down in the comments. You know, I love reading these things. I love reading what everyone else is loving, and I want to know. I want to know the deets, okay? I want to know the details. I want to know the tea. What have you been obsessed with lately in your life? I want to know, okay? If you made it this far in the video, leave a watermelon emoji so I know that you, dear reader, dear listener, dear watcher, locked in all the way to the end. Or maybe you secretly just skipped until the end of the video, but watermelon emoji, all right? You got it. You got me. I'm gonna go continue enjoying these things I've been loving, and I will see you guys next week in another video. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.